valedictorian who will deliver the valedictory address. Good evening. It's hard to believe our 4 long years of high school are over. I guess that means they weren't long at all, but just felt it during our time here. Each of us has had our own individual high school experience with its own hardships and successes, its own disappointments and joys. I urge each of you to reflect on the lessons you have learned about life during your time at Blue Hills. I will do the same and hopefully impart some of my limited wisdom to you, my fellow graduates. Today marks an end to our childhoods and the beginning of our adult lives. Society has chosen today as the division between when we should be treated as children, with no ability to make decisions for ourselves, and when we should be treated as self-determining individuals. I'm sure many of you are skeptical of this notion, just as I am. We all believe the same thing regarding our 18th birthdays, but we're still treated as if we were incapable of making positive life choices. The reason why society tells us something different about these milestone dates than how people act is that these dates are completely arbitrary and are not recognized in practice. The pieces of paper we are about to receive don't guarantee that we are fully prepared for the struggles of life, just as the completion of our 18th revolution around the sun doesn't either. It means nothing to reach moments like this if you haven't developed into an independent and free-thinking individual. Don't let meaningless formalities define your lives, but evaluate your lives according to the practice of your individual moral philosophies and subsequent personal development. Today, some people may tell you that the future holds infinite possibilities and that the universe has a plan for you. Believers of this are naive. The world doesn't care about us, but moves forward in time regardless of human actions. As beings with a short time on Earth, we must capitalize on this opportunity to pursue our passions in a realistic way. We are in the time period of our most formative years. Please make sure you have some general destination for your life in mind. We first have to recognize our passions and then pursue them in a way that is practical. Realize you have limits and try to differentiate between those that can be expanded and those that are impossible to surpass. The future does not hold infinite possibilities for you. You hold your own future like a hand of cards which you have been dealt by chance. You can increase your success by making good moves and enhancing your chances at victory in any goal, but nobody else can make your dreams come true. Life is random, and we must play the hand we are dealt, but that does not mean it is hopeless. I encourage each of my fellow graduates to consider their priorities, set goals, evaluate their feasibility, and follow a plan toward them. Seize control of your own path and pursue your passions. Don't take your successes or failures personally. Doing so is implying that any individual is special and is more important than the rest of the world. I urge anyone holding this belief to recognize the fact that everyone is the protagonist of their own narrative. Try not to think of yourself in this way, and try to look at the bigger picture. We are each just another person seeking acceptance and satisfaction. There is no inherently good or evil force influencing us. Don't interpret gains or losses to be signs of the universe's rewards or punishments. Instead, acknowledge the part that random chance plays in life circumstances, as well as the part played by personal effort. Many pains can be avoided by the acceptance of the fact that you're not special and your position in life comes from your own effort and chance. I have learned during high school that one way we can boost the results of our efforts is to make our actions more efficient by deciding what actions do or do not benefit us. If something doesn't help you and you dislike it, disregard it and concentrate your efforts on something more beneficial, something you enjoy, or ideally both. Don't waste your time and energy on something that isn't in your interest. I know that many of you have practiced this idea already. To demonstrate, let's assume that all the extracurriculars in which you participated were forbidden from being reported in college applications. Assume the colleges could have absolutely no way of knowing you were on math team, student council, Students Against Destructive Decisions, NHS, sports teams, etc. How many of you would have still devoted your time to these things? My guess is dramatically fewer, since then the only people in these clubs would be those who are passionate about them. I commend the participation in these community activities because of the benefit to individuals, but I regret that for most of us they do not inspire passion in addition to this increased success. Again, try to eliminate things from your life that do you no service and that you don't enjoy.